So you guys just have sex like all the time, right? Like all day, every day, orgies, all over the place. I literally can't remember when I was last intimate with someone. I'm not joking. But you have more than one partner. Yeah, but it's not all about sex for me, you know? It's about sharing life, supporting each other, growing together as people. You know, just a couple of souls meeting, walking our paths together. It's actually quite spiritual for me. Yeah, okay. But you do have orgies, right? Yes, you've guessed correctly. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about prejudice and misconceptions about non-monogamous relationships. So stuff people believe is true, but is absolutely not true for me. So I've been in an ethical non-monogamous relationship for 3 years now, and I have grown immensely as a person through these relationships. Just quickly, what's ethical non-monogamy? It's building romantic relationships with multiple people and doing it in the most ethical way possible. So just for a little bit of context for all my non-Slovene viewers, 2 years ago I filmed a video with my husband on the topic of our open relationship, and I got a bunch of comments on that video, a lot of love, but people also shared a lot of their prejudice. Okay, so let's get into some juicy prejudice now. First one, it's all about sex. And it's really not. For me, it absolutely can be for some people. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with sex, nothing wrong with relationships built solely on sexual intimacy. But for me, it's mostly about the emotional intimacy, about the mental connection. You know, connecting with a similar energy, sharing the same values, honesty, truthfulness, transparency, good-heartedness. I admit, I have become very picky. You know, some people believe that if you're in an open relationship, you just go around having sex with anyone who walks your way. And that's so not true for me. I'm even more picky now than I was ever before because I'm not desperate. So if I see trust building, if I trust this person, if I see good intentions, you know, we grow together, we start getting to know each other, then, you know, sexual intimacy follows. But firstly, for me, is about the emotional intimacy and mental connection. It's definitely not all about sex for me. The second misinterpretation about non-monogamy is that it's cheating. Let's just look at the facts here. The definition of cheating is to act dishonestly and unfairly towards other people to gain advantage. And what I'm doing with non-monogamy is openly sharing all the facts with everyone involved. We generally all know what's going on, you know, the important things we know. My husband knows when I'm going on a date and who I'm going with, and vice versa. We're not ashamed of it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not sinful. It's not wrong. You know, we don't hide it from each other. It's not our dirty little secret. It's not a secret, you know, and it's not dirty. It's beautiful. We are open and honest about our actions. That's why this just isn't cheating. The third one, oh, I love this one. It's immoral. What is she teaching her child? When is a behavior good or bad, right or wrong? The moment we as individuals name it that. And depending on how we were raised, what we learned through life, what is good, bad, right or wrong, it all depends on those filters through which we see the world. So it's an interesting experiment, right? We see someone living their life differently from ours. We give it a tag. That's good, that's wrong, that's right. Why do you think that's bad? Is it really? For me, being truthful and honest, speaking about my feelings, showing my child all the emotional intelligence I have gained through polyamory, all the communication skills necessary for maintaining those relationships, all organizational skills necessary, showing unconditional love to my child, who by default, as he is born, is not conditioned. Speaking openly and honestly about non-monogamy in public, passing on values such as truthfulness, honesty, self-acceptance, acceptance of differences between people, seeing beyond jealousy, beyond claiming, owning, beyond envy, beyond comparison to others, going beyond fear. Well, if that's not a good and moral example for my son, I don't know what is. Okay, next one. This one is... I'm gonna have fun with this one. I'm a bad mom and don't prioritize my son because I am on Tinder. Firstly, drawing a conclusion that I don't prioritize my son because I am on a dating app is, I'm sorry to say it, just plain stupid. Secondly, people who think this have apparently not yet experienced parenthood. Because when I gave birth to my son, there was never ever and never will be a more beautiful, magical, important moment. And there will never be a more powerful, loving, just universal, head-exploding, heart-exploding connection than the one me and my son have. It's not even a question about he being my priority over anyone else. Because I am totally and utterly head over effing heels in love with this little person. And nothing and no one can change that. Okay, the next one. Polyamory is a threat to a normal family cell. Nothing is a threat until you perceive it as a threat. If I see a woman walking down the street carrying her red bag and she's rocking that bag, I mean, she loves that bag and she's beautiful and she loves it. And I'm over here watching her with my green bag and I'm loving my green bag. Why would I perceive her as a threat to me? I'm here enjoying my green bag. She's over there enjoying her red bag. Secondly, family forms are various. Come on, people, I mean, wake up, we're in the 21st century. My God, we have one-parent families, we have same-sex families, we have cat families, I mean... Our form of families does not take anything away from monogamous families. What's normal for me is a family in which a child is overflowing with love and attention. Next one. She has been fooled into this. Her husband is manipulating her. She is a victim of her husband. He is her puppet master. I mean, I don't really know how to comment this one. I'm just gonna say everything with a look. Yes, I am this poor little victim without my voice and have been manipulated by this horrible man. There is actually some truth in that. Yes, in the past I did not have my own voice. I did not know how to express it on many occasions about many things in my life. There were occasions where I was not okay with something. I wasn't totally comfortable with some things that did happen, and those moments were difficult. And after a while, looking back, oh damn, well, okay, I wouldn't have done that now, but that's my learning, right? In polyamory, you're in different situations where it's a new situation. You're learning as you go, you grow as you go, and that's beautiful. But let me be perfectly clear with my voice now. Always, from the very start of opening my relationship, I have been very sure this was my way to go. I made that choice. No one chose for me. I was not taken hostage. My husband is not the evil troll. He did not manipulate me. He's actually a really loving, kind man. Besides, I am way too intelligent to be manipulated. And finally, the last one. If my husband and me really love each other, we should be enough for each other. Let's just compare this with a friendship, for instance. If we have a good, loving friend, our friendship should be enough. We should not feel the need for having a couple of other friends. But in reality, with one friend, we enjoy, I don't know, science conversations. With another friend, we laugh together. We share the same sense of humor. You know, with another, we share the passion for art. It's sort of the same thing with romantic relationships. We experience different varieties of love with different people because there are different shades of people. It's not that my husband is not enough for me. It's just the fact that, you know, I'm human and I do get attracted by other people, to other people. And my husband is also human and he also gets attracted to other people. And, you know, we just decided to be free about it, to explore further those attractions. You know, why wouldn't I explore other people? Well, because fear and that fear and that other fear, and there's some more fear over here. Well, I'm sorry, but that's just not a valid reason for me. If fear is the reason why I shouldn't be exploring things in life, why am I living? Those were the prejudice and misinterpretations about non-monogamy I chose for this video. I'm sure I could find more. If you want me to do a part 2 of this video, you let me know. Comment. I'm just gonna say, in the past I got hurt. I let myself got hurt by these comments, by prejudice. And I gotta say, writing mean and vicious comments, hateful comments, that's just never okay. You are hurting yourself, you're not only hurting the people you comment to, you're hurting yourself because that energy is inside you. It's, you're swimming in that energy and that's not making you happy. So that being said, I'm so thankful for every comment I got because I've just grown even more because of them. Because I now know the comments referring to me have absolutely nothing to do with me and everything to do with the person who's commenting. He's not talking about me, he's talking about his life. He's talking about the image he has created in his head about me and my life. And he's sharing the opinion about this image to me. Hopefully with a little more openness to hearing about each other's differences, we can coexist with, without the fear and the hate and the comparison and the, oh my God, and the just believing the medieval stories almost. And with sharing truthful information, we can break the taboos, we can break the misinterpretations and educate people. If people are open to hearing and seeing and learning, if they go walking around with their eyes like this and their ears like this, they will never learn, never hear, never listen, never see. The intention of this video was to show that the world is not black and white. It's all the beautiful shades in between. If we just start seeing the world with our hearts and not with our closed off minds, we could all enjoy it more. And slowly, with enough effort, if we work together all around the world, we will finally create one big, wonderful orgy. Okay guys, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for being a part of this video. Comment below, what do you think about all this? Share this video if you liked it, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you feel my messages, if you feel me. I'll be happy to have you here. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!